All right, we're here at Let It Roll in Phoenix for the title matches of today's Tournament of All-Time Champions. And in the handicap division here he is again, KJ Martinez, making yet another title match. Going up against Audrey Campbell, who's looking to get the statistical anomaly here of winning her first title in the Tournament of Champions. The actual name of the tournament is the Tournament of All-Time Champions and Almost Champs. So if you finish second or first, you're allowed to bowl this tournament. Audrey has a high finish of second, looking to change that here with a win. KJ is giving 41 pins to Audrey as well, so KJ's got a big hill to climb. We're already in the 5th frame. KJ is clean through 5 frames with no doubles. Audrey has 2 strikes and 1 open, so she trails by only a little so far, bowling a really nice game, having her best performance of her career, even if she only finishes second here in terms of score. She qualified first today. She was plus 199 after 9 games today. We bowled 5 games of qualifying and then 4 games of match play. And led the field. Not too high scoring in handicap today. Scratch was a different story though. She's got the always tricky little rail here to shoot at, and she's going to miss it off to the right. It'll be her second open of the game and give some more pins back to KJ. Got a lane breakdown over here in the scratch division. Right now Aaron Foshie is trying to go for today's JBT title, but he's got a lane breakdown. He's going to have to go up against our 1996-97 Bowler of the Year, Matt Jones, over there. Back to Campbell here. She's got that open working now in the 6th frame. Oh, pretty good shot. Looked like it was going to be a horrible break, leaving the pocket 5-8-10, but she gets a nice break getting the 10 pin out to leave a much, much easier spare. Audrey entered today at a 122 average, so just a beginning bowler, and she smashed that with a high game today of 202, so a 200 scratch game. That'll help you vault into the lead when you're on that average, and to do it at one of our major events, no less. Yeah, another nice spare from Ms. Campbell. So it's New Mexico versus Arizona. Audrey from the Albuquerque area, and KJ, as you can see on his shirt, from Chandler, a Phoenix suburb. This is his 9th or 10th career title match. He is getting near the all-time lead in career handicap top 5s. And it's amazing because he's only 6 years old. No, he's 12. But still, at a very young age, he has just had an absolutely dominant all-conference year. And he gets a nice break, breaking up the split and only leaving a 10. Part of that, of course, is a credit to his parents, who travel all over our tour to take KJ and sister Brooke and brother Zach to our tournaments. Very successful though. KJ with 3 titles, Zach with 2, and Brooke with all kinds of top 5s, and she's going to get that win soon. Nice job by Foshie off to our right there, striking after that extended delay. We'll talk a bit more about the scratch here when we get a chance. KJ is obviously works on his game all the time, and he won the last game by sparing Amanda Alport to death. His spare game is exceptionally good for a younger guy, and as evidence here is he's clean through 6 frames with only 1 strike. I think he only had 1 or 2 strikes last game too, and only 1 open, so it was everything else was spare. See the well-practiced form. He's got all the fundamental tools in place if he wants to do some pretty amazing things in this game. More amazing things, I should say, because he's done them already. Gonna light that time, leaves the 2-5. Matt Jones absolutely annihilates the 10 pin for the spare. That pin said, ow. Good Lord, did he snack that 10 pin around. Very deadwood. He's gonna trail by 1 pin only through 2 frames. He'll be shooting in the 3rd with spare so far. Tricky little 2-5 here for KJ, as you got to avoid the chop. Bowled on the 2010 USBC Women's Nationals pattern. And the scratch guys tore it up. Oh, and instead of chopping, it gives a little bit too much room and doesn't get the 2 pin out of that. So 7th frame open for KJ. We'll see what Jones has here. Spare working in the 3rd. That's left. Yeah, left the whole way. He knew it. Back to Audrey here with a big chance with KJ's open. Spare up for her in the 7th frame. And she's going to go left. And leaves a puzzle back down there. That's not a good one to leave. All kinds of sleepers and back pins. Tough spare. We'll see how she goes about it. Relatively simple 3-6 here for Matt. As you see most of the high average scratch bowlers do, hard and straight, takes all the hook out of it, takes the chop possibility mostly out of it. That's good technique, and that's a good spare so far. So 3 spares so far for Matt, and we'll see what Aaron can do here with a strike working in the 3rd frame. Got a chance. Oh, that's a wonderful spare by Campbell there. Anywhere else in the lane, she misses that one. That is just the right spot for that. Again, she's getting 41, and right now she trails by 17, so still up by 24 once you add those pins in. 3 frames to go for the handicap title. Foshie strips out the 4-pin there. Every shot huge for those scratch bowlers. Pretty good ball from Audrey, just a pinch light there, leaves a 2-4-5. So far she's been doing sort of KJ's own medicine here. She's been sparing it to death. That's her scoreboard there. KJ over there. Aaron over there. First visit to Let It Roll as such. Went by a different name a little while ago. This place looks spectacular. Stacy and the crew have done a fine job with the building, but Audrey's gonna not do a fine job on that spare, unfortunately. She knew it when she threw it. This is that spare, and gives a couple more pins back to KJ. Very deliberate form of Aaron. Aaron has, matured in many ways, and part of it has been the fundamentals of his game here. He's really learned to take his time. That's a tip for you youngsters there. Get your body physically and mentally ready to throw your next ball. A little bit left again. Looks like this pair started to get a little squirrely. The scores have been very high by the finalists all day long. The first stepladder match was indicative of that, as Jacob Buttriff beat Josh Blanchard 268 to 257. The scores have gone down considerably since then. KJ's got that open working here in the 8th frame. That goes up high. Oh! Unusual Brooklyn strike there. He will gladly take in any way they fall at this point. As great as KJ's been, about the only dark spot on his record has been in title matches. 9 or 10 title matches, only 3 wins. So a little bit is bad luck, a little bit has just been 1 or 2 shots that he would have liked to have had back. He was very happy to have that one in the last frame. Let's see if he can capitalize on it here with a double in the 9th. Yeah! Huge double there for Martinez. That's his dad in the background you might be hearing too. Mom's there as well. No doubt from Jones there. Fortunately for the 10-pin, it went down the first time, because it would have been leveled on the spare attempt, if any indication from his last one. Big shots here for Campbell, again getting 41, which is just about what she trails by right now. So that double versus that open made up a heck of a lot of pins in a hurry here. See what she can do in the 9th. Gonna hit the head pin? Nope, not quite. When you're at that average range, you just want to kind of touch the head pin and hope good things happen. If you don't, you leave yourself more difficult spares. That's the case with another choppable one, the 136. Meanwhile, Jones, strike working, can closed within 2 pins with a strike here. Wow. What a powerful bowling ball there, and almost leaves a solid 7. That would have been bad news for the 7-pin if that had stood up. Fortunately for it and us, it didn't. He catches the double and gets back to within 2 pins. Uh-oh. No, Audrey. Off again there in the 9th frame. The second half of this game has been a little bit rocky. Audrey, you're the top seed. You can either finish now or make him finish now, whichever you want. She wants KJ to finish up her match, and that'll let her know exactly what she'll need, if anything. I think a mark's going to be good enough here from KJ. Can he add a major title to his already impressive resume? Nice balk from Aaron there. Aaron, a exceptional baseball player, played for U of A as well. And that would have been all runners advancing a base there, but not in bowling. Bowling is just a good move. Another mature move for him, actually. If it doesn't feel right, stop it. For a Tournament of Champions win right here.
Get in there, get in there.
Ooh, oh, wow, my goodness. Wow, a lot happening on that shot. It looked great at 55 feet. I think he's one of those cases of just throwing it too good as that ball snapped in the back end. Could have left anything once the pin started going down. Almost struck, and then leaves a 10 pin. If he misses this, he's at 180, and Audrey would strike out for 148, which is a 32 pin difference, which is enough. So KJ still not done yet. Hang on ball. Everybody's saying hang on. It does, and you can tell by his reaction what that just got him. So now 192 at the fill. Audrey's 148. Will be a 43 pin difference. So if KJ fills it up here, I think 9 or a strike would be enough. And meanwhile, oh man! By the thinnest of margins, Aaron stays clean, converting that 6-10. My goodness. Aaron was a beast in the handicap division many, many years ago, and took some time off, played some baseball, and before he finally came back to his senses and started bowling JBT again, and having great results here in the scratch division the last couple of years. Okay, 8 is 190, which would be at worst a 42 pin win, which would be enough. So 8, 9 or strike would win the tournament for KJ. There you go. Great mental bowling so far from Aaron, as both of his false starts have resulted in positive results. Now for a title. There is your Tournament of Champions champion. You think he doesn't know it? You got it. Big high five from Aaron at the same time, and big high five for Audrey too, who bowled her best ever today. That was Matt caving in the 7-10 off camera right. She did awesome all day. It stinks to not finish it off with the win, but if she keeps throwing it like this, she's going to have plenty of wins in her career as well. Her finish was that second place at Silva back in February. I didn't meet her until April, because I wasn't at the Silva tournament. And here she is with a second place in a major JBT event. Great job from Audrey and KJ. We'll be back for the conclusion of the scratch division in part 2. Make sure to watch.